Hey y'all, what's going on? So listen, let me just get y'all for my Walking Dead and my Shameless folks. Listen, I spent the last couple of days making sure that I caught up and that I, was watching it and went back because I just hadn't really been enthralled in it. But listen, let me try to give y'all a quick synopsis of this shit. Let's start with Shameless. Lord. Okay. A quick run through of what we know. We know that Frank is back from Mexico and he had to smuggle dope in his ass, but his ass was readily available because old girl had been putting things in his buns since they had met. Old girl who couldn't leave the room, who had, she couldn't leave, and now she's screwing the dude that was with her daughter, and now she has custody of her daughter's baby, and old dude who she's with, he's apparently was a sex addict, whatever. So Frank had to smuggle in drugs to get back. He went through a whole bunch of shit. Now, in the midst of that, a lot of things have happened in between that and yesterday's episode. Okay, so apparently the daughter, the sister, the one who takes care of all of us, Lord Jesus, all of them, the guy she's been dating, apparently her brother has been screwing his daddy. Okay? Which, yes, he was on to bigger and better things. He was, sleeping with the older guy, but you didn't know at the time, a couple episodes back, that, that was old dude's daddy. Okay? And also in the midst of that, the chick that the sister's boyfriend had to marry to get her, citizenship and everything. That's, he really goes with the sister or whatever, and he's not with old girl from Russia or wherever she's from. So the daddy comes and makes sure things was all right and finds out that the dude that he don't want her with is staying there in the apartment, and he shoots him right there. So he's got the sister's boyfriend on the run, running around, taking pictures, this and that and other, making it seem like they married. He done threatened his life, then took the body and threw it, in one episode in the water, and, it's a hot ass mess. Okay. So, after that, okay, what else do we have? We have, old dude, the one that's really, really smart. Is it Lim? No, it's not Lim. The one that's really, really smart, he has, decided to work on his school shit and this and that and other, but he's still hustling here and there. In the midst of that, the sister has decided that she wants to try to get into something else, so she takes the tax money and puts it into this venture that she's getting into. And y'all really don't even feel like talking about the past. Let's get into this episode. Like, if you been watching it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we go. This shit's crazy. We know from the last episode that Frank called the damn Child Protective Service on them because they went through this whole scrambling thing when he came to the house trying to get somebody's bed. They don't want his no good ass in the house. So to be a smart ass, he's at the bar and shit, and he decides he's gonna call on them. They came and they took the kids. Now, the younger ones, all of them are younger than the oldest sister, but she does the best she can do, and her boyfriend. So it works. It's funny. It is dysfunction at its worst. Like, this is the most dysfunctional. But what it does show in the show is that even in the midst of their dysfunction, they have love for one another. Now, Frank, they could care less if he dropped dead. Really probably hope he do. Okay, so they were taken. Oh, girl went to the Child Protective Service. I want to find out where they at. They placed the little girl who runs the daycare. They placed her with this somewhat older black woman, not that old, so she's trying to make it seem like she's mother love. Soon as the protective service worker leaves, she tells her to get the cleaning, takes her little bag of stuff they gave her and all of that. So the little girl is kind of used to kind of helping out with the little one. So that broad was just doing it for the money. Like, there is a few that do foster care that do just do it for the money, not to help the children. Now, the two older boys, they end up going to something that was kind of like like a behavior camp or home or whatever, they gonna be all right. Oh, dude who's really smart, he was like, give me your money. He know what he got to do to make sure they don't fuck with him and his brother. Okay. Then the younger one, the younger the baby, which is black, but turns out it was Frank's baby. So we have established that even though him and his wife was white, they had a black baby. I don't know, but anywho, so they go to this upscale home with two gentlemen that are living together, are married or whatever, same sex partners, however. And the home is beautiful, this and that and other. The little boy, he decides to start saying, hey, I don't want to be here. I'm going to start fucking this shit up. He asked them, are y'all gay? And he said yes. And he said, do y'all ever get poo-poo on your pee-pees? And basically, I'm going to be nice about that one. And the one is looking like, Then at one point, he's in their room looking at their sex movie and this and that and other. He has the little baby to draw on shit. Because in the midst of this, he's been taking stuff. And he's like, when we get out of here, this is stuff we taking with us. Talking to the baby. He decides to pack the baby up and go back to where they lived at. But he went to their neighbors, the couple, the chick who does all the online fetish shit, and the guy that runs the bar. They go to her house. She said, you can't be running off and this and that and other, you can't do it, we're gonna work this shit out. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, her friend, which is the sister, decided and said, well, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take the kids in because the Child Protective Service have taken them and we just need somewhere for them to go. Because she went to the agency and said, look, if I found a family to take them all, will you, send them there? And old girl's like, yeah. So she's thinking, I'm going to get old girl to take these babies, honey. Take my, they going to be right here. I'm going to know they okay. Come to find out, which if y'all been with it since the beginning, you kind of know that at one point they had adoptive kids in there, which was the baby who was from the damn polygamous camp and ran off with the little boy that played basketball. Y'all, it's a hot ass mess. And she was already pregnant by the guy who ran it, and he was like 150,000 years old. And oh Lord, y'all, shameless. Okay, so she can't do it. Now let's usher in today's shit. The child, oh y'all, this one was a mess. So she can't have a baby, the one that does the online, the interracial couple that's on there. She can't have a baby. They've been trying. They screwing every which kind of way, and they didn't try to do, she trying to get her mother to have the baby. So they did the turkey base, and that didn't work. And this bitch comes up with, well, mom, listen, that ain't working. We need to speed this up, so I need you to screw my husband. What? Oh, I can't. That's just too dysfunctional for me. No. So they decide to agree because she's like, I really want a baby and want to get, bitch, girl, no. Your mama touching pee-pees with your husband? Oh, y'all. And it gets even more worse because her husband can't keep it up because that's the mama and she done put a sheet over and tore the little hole and the mama can't breathe. Oh. Anywho, so he couldn't get it up. The mama start crying and shit like, yo, so it ain't saluting because ain't no lieutenant, it's a sergeant in the room. And she's crying like her magic is gone. And I'm like, girl, she done tried to get drunk as she could. Oh, dude just can't do it. This bitch family, they trying to finagle him. He's like, look, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Don't look out of this. Don't say shit. So she said, look, we gonna get this shit going. Mama's crying and shit. This bitch, to add insult to injury, the fact, I can't, y'all, that is the most disturbing shit. Okay. So she says, come on, we gonna do this. So she straddles his top half, meaning his face frontal, while mama's on his bottom half, servicing his, Lord Jesus, and they, I can't, y'all, that's too much. That's all I can give that, because that's just too, that's too much for me. I can't do it. Okay. So they have that whole scene, and then she had the nerve to be feeling some kind of way after it was over with, bitch. You the one who orchestrated that shit. Them damn thirsty ass ovaries. I can't. And so that shit went on. The her good friend came over to tell her about what's going on, and she's like, "Oh, I just tried to get mama and them. They just slept together." She's like, "You got all kind of biblical wrong shit going on over here, honey. You know, I'm so sorry thinking about myself." Now, let me go real quick to the sister's boyfriend. Now, his daddy asked him to come over the last episode. No, to come and have a drink. Daddy got drunk. He ended up having to bring him back to, you know, the dysfunctional house, Frank's house. Not knowing that his girlfriend's brother has been topping him for a while now, honey. So, he comes in there and the brother's like, "Oh, Lord." The daddy falls out. He's drinking and shit. He drunk as hell, laying on the couch. Next thing you know, he carries his happy ass upstairs to use the bathroom. Then he goes into the room where the two oldest brothers is at. Gets up in the bunk bed with the wrong brother with wood and everything. And that's when the son finds out he's gay. But nonetheless, honey, your girlfriend's brother has been topping the shit out of him. Now, he's got his own dysfunctional shit going on because he's trying to keep this bitch happy. He just had some type of hand to crotch scene with the girl that he's pretending to be married to, and he realized that his daddy's been lying and he was gay. So he's trying to get an attitude. Him and his girlfriend fall out, but you know, he comes back, realizes the kids is gone, whatever. Y'all, this shit here. Now, in the midst of that, the two older brothers who are, you know, in the little group home or whatever, the one who was sleeping with old dude's daddy, he has a job or whatever, so he's able to leave. And y'all know that he's dating a guy that's supposed to be the bully, but yet nobody's supposed to know that he's gay or whatever. So he tells him, "Well, you know, since you're in a group home, you want to get away. You know, come to my house. My dad's out of town." Honey, they in there throwing down back boots. And I do mean back boots. And there is my damn battery. Okay. So, okay. And he gets, you know, he says, "Listen, these is Benoit balls." And he brings out this big long string of Benoit balls and explains to him what he wants. And he's like, the other dude's like, "How is that going? What? That ain't no good for me." So, you know, they go back to doing what they doing. Here come the crazy ass, killer ass daddy in there, because that family's crazy. He commits to hitting both of them, pistol whipping the hell out of them, got on the phone and said, "I'm going to need the Russian." I'm thinking he can have them hacked up and shit. This shit's going to go the fuck down. Oh, both of them bloody as hell. He calls in the broad. Here come a woman in this dress and no drawers. That bitch was drawless and braless. She came to motherfucking play the game, honey. She gets up there and she's, honey, trying to ride out into the sunset on him like I can't. While old dude's looking, he's like, "She gonna do this until you ain't gay no more." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, that was really kind of insulting. Like, no. If a man is gay, he is gay, honey. I don't care how much coochie you throw at him. I don't care if you mix it up in a blender, give it to him in his water. I don't care if you douse him with it, hang it up in his closet, and those are the only rags that he can wear, honey. If he's not into the cooch, he's just not into the cooch. Let's have an understanding on that, and vice versa. Okay, so this shit goes down, and she's getting closer to getting them. Now, in the midst of this, she's trying to have her party on one of them, and before, you know, the party they had, and this is the episode before, and she ended up owing $100, whatever, however. She's trying to hold it down. Now, the sister then got a job at this grocery store, which, might I add this, the manager, in order for them to be there, he wants all the ladies who work there to service him and get him done. Now, she had her friend, which is the black chick, who had her husband sleep with her mama, go in there with this cam and get him on camera. She's mad as hell at him and he has to give her the job. But she realized that the women are like, when are they going to notice that I'm not giving him no servicing? So she puts together a little meeting, and maybe if I get them together and we'll just do a revolt on them and honey on him, and we can just stop these services in a hole. Come to find out, old girl, the older one, she's like, "Listen, I don't mind giving him a little service from time to time, and you know we got benefits, this and that and other. He lets us off. We want to keep doing this, and they put it to a vote, and she lost. So now all the women are against her. Which, like, really, his nasty ass, I can't. So she's still working there, or whatever, but she ends up losing her job because she needs to try to see about getting the kids back. He's like, no, she has to leave. You know, he's like, I want you to quit so I don't have to pay, you know, unemployment, this and that and other. Okay, fine. What else? Now, things are kind of working out, and she decide, you know, she goes and talks to the child protective service worker. She's like, you know, the service worker was like, you really are doing a good job, and she's crying. Meanwhile, she don't know that Frank's stinking ass is the one who called. So she was like, how is it that they can call and change things and I can't see? So the service worker was like, don't click on this file, basically giving her the okay to look at it. She listened to it and she realizes it's Frank's nasty ass. Now, meanwhile, he's done shaved his son's head and said he got cancer, and the son that went to the camp and got the camp woman fired because she done showed the titties and shit. And oh, y'all, I just, listen, this damn show is just ridiculous. But it's so motherfucking ridiculous that it's almost like you almost have to watch this shit. And for those who don't know, it's Shameless. It comes on, is it HBO? Or is it Showtime? It's one of them. Wait, what channel does Californication come on? It's HBO or Showtime, y'all. I'm sorry. So, okay, so Frank is running back and forth, and he's up to no motherfucking good. He's trying to now get back at the house. He wants them out, and he get the house. Plus, in the midst of that, the woman who's, you know, living there, the grandmama, whatever it is, done died, and Frank then put him in the motherfucking ground. Now, his daughter comes and hits him off and said, look, you got to be motherfucking drug-free, this and that and other, and you gonna do this. And he's like, I'm hiding because they're gonna find the body. And she's like, well, we got the body and got rid of it because he done dug it up and put the body in there and getting the checks and shit. Whew. I just can't. Y'all, he's getting the check, so he's like, okay, he gonna do it. Now, he goes to old girl who used to put stuff in his buns. Now, her boyfriend is going to see him because she's like, the sex is just not gratifying, and she don't get in unless she has got her box of play toys and just running them amok with whoever she's with. They went to a child parenting. Frank's nasty ass is sweating. He need a volume. He decides to get up and get water. Y'all, Frank is nasty. He's got to be one of the most disgusting characters I have ever seen in my life. So he goes and they have to pee, and this motherfucker done drunk the piss, and Lord, y'all, I can't. Oh, it's just too much going on. Meanwhile, let me also add this. Frank's been giving old girl who used to like to put things in his bun, her grandbaby volumes to keep him from crying, which he has Down syndrome and some other things. And her daughter ran off, and apparently the real grandmother's gonna come and try to get him or whatever. I'm exhausted talking about it. Oh Lord, y'all, we gonna see what happens this next week, but we pretty much I'm up to speed or whatever on it, so I will continue to do this as it goes on. Let me also mention in this the whole thing with her best friend and her husband. His ex-wife comes in the picture and shit, talking about that's his child. Turns out it wasn't his damn child. The bitch was lying and took her sister's child and brought it there. So I can't, y'all. It just was too much going on. And this was the episode before this last one. So y'all, if I left some shit out and you feel kind of jumbled up about it, like I said, I believe it is HBO. It comes on Sundays. Oh Lord, y'all, just look up Shameless. I just don't know no other way to explain it. And if you want to understand the true dysfunction of this shit, just go back and see if it's on, I don't know, like Amazon or somewhere like that, or Hulu or anything like that. So okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do The Walking Dead separate, because y'all, I was not ready for this. Oh Lord. The Walking Dead has gotten so deep. I think I'm gonna come in and do it. Do a different video or whatever on it. I just wanted to kind of get into the Shameless. Also, let me tell y'all that I am not gonna be, which y'all know by now, I'm not talking about Love and Hip Hop. I'm done with it. You know, my wives may it just, oh, I don't know, y'all. I can't. I'm just not in it. I mean, those are two that I am just not in. I don't know what's going on. It's just like I'm not in it or whatever. I'm just not. Now, I am going to, after I do The Walking Dead, we will be doing that on Sundays, as well as Shameless. And let me see. And y'all know I can't forget to talk about my hoes, you know. But let's see, what else? There's Shameless, there's Walking Dead. Oh, and I do gotta do Scandal. Now I will be on camera for Scandal, because I do, you know, y'all know y'all can't take too many of these, and I know y'all be like, okay, it's cute, much love, you know, but we gonna need you on the camera, honey, you know. So I will do those on cam as well as The Walking Dead, honey, because The Walking Dead has gave me everything that I need. Like, seriously, everything. So I'm going to come back and get on camera on that and just kind of do some updates or whatever. And I'm trying to get better, y'all. I really am not going to totally feel better until after I have surgery. It just kind of is what it is. And but I'm trying. I definitely am trying. So y'all, please, you know, hang in there with me. If you can't, I do understand. There's several wonderful people here on YouTube that do great reviews. You know, which y'all probably already watched, like Ashley Miller. I think is it Ashley Miller? Ashley, y'all know. Bondi. Y'all know I always say her name wrong. But she's got that, she's from New Orleans, I believe. I just love her accent. She does absolutely wonderful reviews as well. So, you know, and y'all already know where y'all can get it from too. We cannot leave out the Scorpion Show. Y'all know I just live for the Scorpion Show and love Kevin Nim. I mean, just love him. So, you know, y'all just continue to bear with me. I do want, listen, y'all, I know somebody, let me tell y'all, when I was watching this is some side shit, but when I was watching the damn Oscars, y'all, why when, you know, they had the memories and they showed the pictures and I was all like, you know, I'm like, oh God, thank God, Jesus, oh, you know, the whole bit. Okay. So then you hear and you see the silhouette. Y'all, listen. Barbara Streisand is a legend. She is an icon. No, she's iconic. That's it. She is an icon. Her voice is stellar. All of that. But child, when the lights finally came up, though, I mean, she is amazing. Her vocals and the things that she's done is amazing. But babies, when they cut them lights up and she had that hair long, I believe it was blonde, y'all. And I didn't put it on Facebook because I knew some of the children were going to come for me if I said anything about Miss Streisand. Which I love her. Like, she is undeniably iconic. It is what it is. But y'all, when the lights came on, the first thing came to my mind. I said, Lord, look at Barbara Streisand looking like Sindel off the motherfucking Mortal Kombat. Y'all, I'm sorry. That was the first thing came to my mind, Jesus. Whew, that was the first thing came to my mind. I don't know. And let me say this. If they ever get your boy to do a fuck, first of all, the Oscars is motherfucking boring within itself. I like the red carpet and you kind of rooting for your movies or whatever. I wasn't really rooting for none of them. And Les Mis, oh Jesus, and her who was in it who won the Oscar, okay. But the guy who was doing it, like, he was an asshole. Like, really? Shady ass. Oh, that motherfucking Dirt Queen. I can't stand his ass. I felt like he was being shady. And did y'all see Denzel's face when somebody was getting nominated or something? Denzel had this look like, what? I don't know. Denzel was just giving so many faces. Like, I'm only here because they nominated me for this or whatever. Y'all, to be quite honest, I wasn't rooting for any of the shows or movies or none of that. It was just, I don't know. I just wasn't into any of them, And it was okay. I definitely liked the fashions and all that. I love seeing Adele sing. She was a little off pitch, but she gets that way when she's nervous. But Adele on her day, honey, she'll tear it down. I love Adele. Now, what I don't like is this. Every plus size diva that get on the motherfucking red carpet and runway, they do not always have to be wearing just this strict A-line ass dress. Like, she has a shape where she's got that smaller stomach. You know what I mean? Like, she has, like, her waist is... why did they put her in that A-line shit? And they get on my motherfucking nerves. These people who, the stylists that are styling these plus size women, fuck you very motherfucking much. Because not every plus size woman has to wear a fucking A-line ass dress. It's a lot of plus size women that have very small waists, big hips and all of that are in great proportion. So sit the fuck down and do motherfucking better. I can't. These stylists don't even try sometimes when it comes down to, plus size or whatever. And I just was a little aggravated with it. Queen Latifah, her face was everything and, all that. But I just hate that they don't try just a little bit better. Especially when it comes to Adele, And just wanting to say not every person that is plus size, every woman is shaped the same way. It's a lot of women who had a small waist, small stomach, all of that, and just are in, come on, do better. It's nothing wrong with showing off their curves as well. Trying to show off these others. Okay. I'm going to leave that one alone. Let me see what else. Did y'all see? Listen. And I must say, and y'all just, if you agree with me, let me know. If I see another bitch come to the motherfucking Oscars in a wedding gown, a bridal dress, a bridesmaid dress, I cannot with these big motherfucking hoops and this and that and other. Girl, like old girl who tripped up the motherfucking steps. Like, girl, had you have not had on that Gone with the Wind ass motherfucking dress, my absolute love for the Oscars is always going to be Halle. She brings it to the motherfucking stage. I don't care how old she get or whatever. She brings it. Always. I like Kelly. Let me see. Kelly. Like I said, Halle. And there's some other ones or whatever. I was a little... Our girl from Scandal, I'm going to need to know this. Because she wears absolutely beautiful gowns when she's on Scandal. Like this last one that I need to talk about. She looked fabulous. Like, what? The dress was not bad. But I was just really looking for her to just be like, cacao. You know what I mean? Like, really do the damn thing. I don't know. I was just kind of, I don't know. And what did Zama y'all, was it me or did she look like she was wearing something from the movie Dune? I can't. Y'all just straighten me out on that. And she's got a great body, beautiful woman, and all of that. And did y'all love Meryl Streep? Even when she gets up and does what she's doing, it's kind of like she just shady, but you just love her shade because she's earned her right to her motherfucking shade. I just love her. Michelle Obama, she looked absolutely fabulous. Fabulous. As usual. She always looks, really, really nice. There was a lot of women that looked nice. It was just, a few that was kind of like, oh, girl, did you even try? I don't know. Who else? That's about it, y'all. I just wanted to kind of, just say, a little bit about Shameless and talk about the Oscars, briefly or whatever. It is boring. It is the longest shit. It is the worst show. It's horrible. And I'm sure, like I said, I like the red carpet. My mother was saying the same. I just want to see that, that's, one of my favorites. I just want to, see that, and I love seeing the carpet and what they're wearing. And I will say kudos to old girl who was fighting cancer, and she was back again in a beautiful gown. Her hair is coming back, but even if it wasn't, she looked absolutely fabulous. If she wore nothing but a shirt that says survivor honey, she would have been the best dressed there. So, I was definitely happy to see her and everything. So, it was okay. It was boring or whatever. I hope this next year we have better movies to look forward to, or whatever. So, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the Oscars or whatever. Definitely let me know what y'all think of the damn censors and shit, and all y'all, watching this shit. So, I'm out of here, y'all. I didn't mean for this to be that long. I'll be back with Walking Dead, Scandal, and stuff, but I am definitely not watching Love and Hip Hop. And y'all left on the Much Love page. Are y'all gonna be watching the stripper show? Just, if you're not on the Facebook page, definitely the link will be below. Come on over and you'll be able to see. I left the video over there about it. So let me know if y'all, in line with that. Alright, I'm out.